Hey friends, welcome to one of my special videos, and I make these videos specially for you. And today's video is special because it's about my parents, and Women's Day is here. And I always keep telling all my friends that Women's Day is every day because there are such powerful women all around me that I feel that it's a Women's Day every day because I get to meet very, very powerful people. Recently, I had the opportunity of meeting some amazing women at the Ink Reb boutique, and these women have been doing their things in their own rights, in their own merit, through their talent, through their creativity, through their intelligence. And I was very privileged to meet all these women the other day at the Ink Reb boutique. And more than that, I would like to tell you something that I said at the Ink Reb boutique. They had asked me to make a speech on the power of women, and I spoke about my mother. And my mother has been my biggest teacher. And on Women's Day, if I do not speak about her, then my story, my life story would probably remain incomplete. So I would like to thank my mother for being the biggest teacher in my life, because at every point of my life, every point of my breathing life, when I was growing up, I remember she would be reprimanding me. Like if I would frown, she would say, "Don't frown so much, because if you frown too much, you're going to get wrinkles." And so I would be smiling all the time, so I don't want to get wrinkles so fast, and that's kind of made me a very smiley person. The other thing, she would, suppose I would be sitting in a bad posture while I was having my dinner or while I was studying or something like that, and she would say, "Sit straight, put your spine straight, put your thighs properly on the chair and sit nicely, because otherwise you're going to get a very bad body posture. You're going to your body language is going to become bad, and on top of that, what will happen is that your entire structure of your body is going to take a different shape if you don't sit properly and up straight." So I've learned how to do that. Then even while eating, she would always say, "Close your mouth and eat. Don't open your mouth and munch your food." And at every point, I now when I go through life, I say that, oh my God, this is what my mom had been teaching me all the time, and this is what she would do. And even for exercise, I remember I used to be disobedient when she used to say this. She used to always tell me, "Get up in the morning, do some exercise," and for a thin waist, she would always tell me, "Tie a gamusa around your waist so that you would get a thin waist." And I would never do that. That was such a cumbersome thing to do, and I would have probably got a good waist if I would have listened to her. And so these are some of the things that she had taught me. She had also taught me certain things, not to be afraid of anything. She had taught me many things, and about not being afraid. I remember once when I was really scared to brush my teeth, and in my small home in Shillong, we didn't have a basin, so we had to brush our teeth while opening the window, the bathroom window. We'd open the bathroom window and we had to brush our teeth there, because we didn't have a basin. And I remember I used to look into the dark, and I would always think that there would be some very scary thing to come and jump at me. And one day, and I would just close my eyes, brush my teeth, and just go. And brushing my teeth would be such a painful thing, because at night I would have to open the window, look into the dark, here, like there would be a wall around me, and the wall of the next compound, and then that would scare me. I would always think that somebody would jump over the wall and come and catch me. Then one day my mom, she asked me, "What are you scared of?" And I told her that I'm scared of the dark, and I think that some ghost or something would come and bounce on me and I would be gone. So she took me out, and she took me right out. She took me out from the bathroom door, and she took me right out to where it was very, very dark at night. It was around 10 o'clock. And she made me look into the dark, and she said, "Now look, is there something here? Can you wait here, and can you just feel if anything is coming at you?" And I just stood there, and after a point of time, that entire darkness, kind of stopped being scary for me. And my fears were gone. Most of my fears were gone because of what she taught me. And now for me to go out into the dark, go out somewhere and do anything, it's very easy. So I think my mom has been my biggest teacher, and if I would not have learned from her, if I would not have taken up what she had taught, then probably I would not have been the person that I'm right now standing in front of you. And she had also taught me the art of saving. You know, there are many people who do not know the art of saving. And mom, she gave me one of those little piggy banks, those earthen pots that she had gifted me, and she said, and she put in a 10 paisa, and she said, remember one thing, that when you start saving, these small savings are going to give you an ocean. And that is how I've learned how to save. I have learned how to save a lot because of my mother. And thanks to her, I am a much richer person in monetary terms and in many other ways, of course, her teachings. And now when I am a very bad cook, okay? So, but what has happened is that since she had taught me the grammar of cooking, what has happened to me is that now when during the COVID times, when I've gone back to my cooking and I've had to stay away from my husband for some time because my husband was taking care of my father, what had happened was that I started thinking of those grammar, those things that my mother had taught me. So it has been really, really a life lesson for me when my mother had taught me those things, and now I'm implementing those things now. So my mother has been my biggest teacher. The other person that I want to talk about in my life is my father. For everything, I think he was the biggest dreamer, because I remember when he was carrying me for the first time in his lap, and my mother asked, where are you going to teach your daughter? And he said, Loreto Convent. And my mother said, we don't earn that much, to send your daughter to such a rich school. It's not possible for you to send your daughter to such a rich school where only the rich kids study, with people with a lot of money go to that place. And he said, doesn't matter, but I'm going to work hard and I'm going to make sure that my daughter studies in Loreto Convent. And that is why I'm being able to speak the way I speak, because of my father, because he had a dream, because he made sure that his dream comes true, and he put me into Loreto Convent. And I am now teaching young people who cannot speak English. I am teaching them how to speak good English and how to become future leaders. So thanks to my dad and my mom. On this Women's Day, I would like to give a very special tribute to both my parents, because both of them are dreamers. Both of them were they were my foundation. I mean, they created my foundation. They were the people who molded me. They were the people who actually made who I am today. I could not say thank you to them when they were alive, because probably I never really thought that they would go away. I always thought that they were a permanent fixture in my life, and nobody ever thinks that their parents will leave them and go away, and they went off too soon. But on Women's Day, I'd like to thank both of them from the core of my heart, wherever you are, both of you. I hope you stay in peace, and I love you both so much for creating this beautiful foundation for me, and for making me able to speak like this, to be fearless, to be loving, to be caring, and to be very sensitive, to be empathetic, and to be incorruptible. So I would like to thank both my parents for making me who I am today, because without them, probably I would not have had these principles. I stand tall because I'm honest, I'm truthful, I'm faithful, and I thank both my parents for this. So happy Women's Day to each one of you. I hope you have a reason for being thankful to your parents this Women's Day, because Women's Day is not just for a woman. It's the man is also involved in this on this particular day, and I'd like to thank the men also for making us women feel very special. Thank you, and I love all of you so much. Take care. I'm going to see you again soon.